We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Be made by the San Antonio Spurs, and that means that the number one pick in the 2025 NBA draft goes to the Dallas Mavericks.
Rolando Blackman, all smiles, four-time All-Star, celebrating. The Dallas Mavericks had a 1.8% chance to win the number one pick overall in next month's draft. What a...
The second pick will be made by the San Antonio Spurs. That means that the number one pick in the 2025 NBA draft goes to the Dallas Mavericks.
So
question going on around the world tonight is, was the fix in? Did the NBA rig this?
Yes.
For the Dallas Mavericks to give this?
Yes.
Get this? And you want to know the answer to my question? Hell yes, they did. And you're
Yes,
damn
yes.
right we
And
gonna take it.
And
You're
I don't
damn
get-
right we gonna take it.
And
we
I
are
don't
gonna
give
take
a
it.
damn.
We are owed this.
Yeah, you see all the crap we had to put through all this year. I mean, it was bad, man. This was bad. Me and Walt. Listen, real talk. Me and Walt were really discussing, really kind of bailing on the Mavericks this season.
There was no discussion. I was there. I was done.
Yeah, well, I was still in discussion. I guess Walt was already there. It was bad,
done.
man. It was
was
bad.
done.
But
I was
the
done. I had
Mavericks
already
just-
I already had half of the letter typed out that I was going to send the Mavericks. It was half typed out. I hadn't finished it yet. It was half typed.
And the Mavericks just got a state reprieve from death row. I mean, really, ticket prices, money. Now they just got a state reprieve. I'm gonna read this right quick before we get Tobias from Rick Wells. Rick Wells on NBA TV, quote, "It just feels like a reversal of fortune, like of epic proportions to us. Even he knew it was bad. It was looking bad before the Mavericks ended up winning the lottery. My God, 1.8 chance of winning it. And the Mavericks got that 1.8 chance. I knew when they hit. I knew Walt. When it read up at the 11th pick, it read the Portland Trail Blazers. I knew the Mavericks were gonna get the number one pick. It wasn't gonna be.
Don't worry, we're gonna recap all that. But join us live right now. We go over to Arlington, where at Tobias 10 is standing by.
You mean Barlington?
Barlington. Yeah, where at Tobias 10 is standing by to give his thoughts on the pick. Let's see, can we get him in here?
Started early on Barlington.
See, do we have him? Let's see, can we get him in here? Vosh, do we have you? Oh, there he is. We got you.
Oh no. Okay.
How we doing, guys?
Hey man, what's going on?
Well, I thought I was going.
Anything special happened today?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get 82 games off this year, but it looks like
the Mavericks got a reprieve on their ticket sales, on their future, on every damn thing they was thinking about. They just got a reprieve.
That was crazy. As I sat here on the couch and then almost dozing off, and I'm sitting there going, "Wait a minute." For some reason, it was kind of wild and wacky, and then I look up. And then when I saw the guy say, well, the Mavericks are instantly sent up to the 4 spot, and we were the first team to go to the 4 spot, right? And then I was like, all right, cool. We're just gonna sit there, and I started looking up potential draft picks, guys, coming out of college or whatever, from Ace Bailey to the who's the guy with the dad in the league? What's his name? The point guard, the guard.
Jalen Brunson.
Harper. Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper, yes, we're down. Ron Harper.
Ron Harper.
Yeah, and then I mean he has a brother as well, but then I saw that, and then of course Cooper Flag, and I had been saying this whole time, even when Luka got traded there, I was like, man, karma doesn't treat you well. This is not going to end well for the Mavericks and Mavericks fans. So I was just like, man, I'm good not knowing we're not going to get Cooper Flag, and I was just like, all right, cool. Then people start asking me around the streets, hey, man, the Mavericks could get Cooper Flag. And I'm like, nah, they're not going to get Cooper Flag, bro. And, you know, me being an avid Duke fan, I'm just like, even if Cooper Flag does come here, I'm like, well, you know, what's his fit? What does the team look like? Things like that. And then to see when they did number 3, and I saw Jared McCain, of course, Dookie as well, shaking his head like they got the number 3 pick or whatever. And then when they raised that thing up, and I saw those 2 little prongs in the Spurs logo, dude, I lost it. That's probably why I ain't got no voice right now, bro. I was on the floor, being the dogs rolling around on the floor. Like it was something. It was almost like as if I had won the lottery. Right. Like I was like, dude, are you serious? But yeah, so now I mean, we're happy, of course, as a Wings fan. The Wings organization landed Paige Beckers, and then all of a sudden now the Dallas Mavericks got the number 1 pick, so we'll see exactly what they do with that.
It's the first time in history that the WNBA team and the NBA team both won the lottery in the same calendar year. First time that's ever happened. So
we make history. Kendrick, my city is litty. My city is litty.
Also, this is for any Dallas Mavericks fans trying to do. This is not the Mavericks' first ever number 1 overall pick. They did have a number 1 overall pick in 1981 when they drafted when they drafted Mark Aguirre. So
yeah, but we never won the draft lottery. Is what we did do.
No, yeah, I'm just saying that. Yeah, but people say this is their first overall number 1 pick. So no, that's not true. They had the number 1 overall pick when they drafted Mark Aguirre. So, but yeah, we never moved up ever. The Mavericks have moved down.
Dana says we deserve it after the tragedy of year this was. You're right.
You ain't never
You're right, Dana.
It's been a horrible season. Walt was already there. He was typing the letter, mid-type. I was contemplating. I was halfway there. And listen, this I'll tell you how much we thought the Mavericks, like Tovar said, this is how much we thought that the Mavericks had a chance of winning this lottery. We didn't even do a show. We usually do a show on this. Nothing was talked about doing a draft lottery show. We've done it for at least I've been in the last 3 seasons. We didn't do a show this year because the Mavericks, like I said, they had a 1.8 chance percent of winning, of getting this. And I knew I'm gonna pick it back off of what Tovar said. When that number 11 pick rolled up Portland, I wasn't thinking about top 4. I knew the Mavericks already won the lottery. You don't move up that many spaces unless you done hit. Right. Unless you just done hit. They moved up. I said they wasn't just going. I said no. I called my homeboy from work. I said the Mavericks just won the lottery. I said no, man, they not. I said listen, they just won the lottery. They ain't gonna move up that many spaces and not win something. And then especially when I saw San Antonio. They're not. If you think if it's rigged, it's rigged.
Keep talking. I gotta run downstairs real quick.
Oh, go ahead. They weren't gonna put Cooper Flag and Wemby together like that. That'd be too much for the league to handle right there. To my championships out of champs. They needed 2 guys in separate spots, basically playing in separate cities, like that. So for the Mavericks to get this Tovage, big ups. They looked into it. Rick Wells was in tears, like he was in tears after it came up. The Mavericks won that number 1 pick, and super excited. All options are open, but I'm gonna agree with Walt when he said, they ain't a damn player I would trade that number 1 pick for, except one. That's Anthony Edwards. Other than that, I'm hanging up the phone. Anthony Edwards, maybe Wembanyama. Other than that, I'm not. I don't want nobody's 30-year-olds. I heard all on Twitter, Kevin Durant, screw that. I don't want no 40 40-year-old Kevin Durant. I don't even want Giannis. Not even Giannis. In fact, where's he gonna play?
And you know that's
playing 4 and 5. So where's he gonna play?
yeah. And you know that's going to be the talk of the offseason. Of course, the draft is in June, so pretty much we only have 6 weeks or so, about 8 weeks into June, June 27th.
We'll be covering the NBA draft. We thought we may not, but we'll be covering the NBA draft on the 27th.
And so you got this much time, to go. And that pretty much that linked the time to actually decide what you want to do. We did see reports today that Giannis Antetokounmpo basically is saying that he wants to go to a state and play basketball in a state where there's no income taxes, and that dwindles down to a few states, and of course Dallas, Texas, or Houston, Texas, or San Antonio, Texas is a pure landing spot. I mean, all three teams have a little bit of promise to them. If you go down to Houston with all the youth they have, he's a great fit there. In San Antonio, for him to team up with Wemby, that would be amazing. And then, of course, here in Dallas, a pretty much young team, but at the same time, it got older when you traded away Luka and Quentin Grimes, and so. I don't want the Mavericks to go after Giannis either. I kind of want them to go ahead and select Cooper Flag and basically begin your franchise, start it over and begin this whole thing with Flag. Now you have a lot of veteran leadership that can actually, put this man in a great position of one, being a great, outstanding NBA player, because when we saw the Final Four, the dude is going to be damn good. I do like how he pretty much developed himself from game 1 at Duke, and I watched basically all of them, to the end of the Final Four, where he damn near carried the whole Duke team. So I do want the Mavericks to retain that pick, and we'll just see, what kind of dance partners you can get as far as bringing more talent and putting more acquisition around them who don't get hurt, who stay on the basketball court with Cooper Flag.
Right, and I put it this way: the reason why you take him is because, one, he's on a rookie deal. Mm-hmm. He's on a rookie deal. That means he's not going to be for the next 4 years. He's not going to be making money. The Mavericks desperately need that in there because they got 2 max players. They got a couple more guys with $20 million contracts. So they're at the beyond the first apron. And people keep not knowing what that is. You're really handicapped. As Jason Tatum is holding his ankle.
Speaking of being handicapped, we saw that, and I'm looking at Jason Tatum just pretty much do the Three Stooges where he's like doing a little. It looks like an ankle. He's grabbing the back of it though, so that could be kind of scary.
Yeah, but he's on a rookie deal.
That is not good.
He's on a rookie
Jason
deal.
Tatum.
He's on a rookie deal, Tovaj. Yeah, he's holding his Achilles.
Yeah, he's screaming in pain. It's gone. It's gone.
Don't do that, Wall.
Look at how I'm telling you. Look at him.
We didn't even see the play. We just saw him grabbing.
Yeah. When you go for the ankle like that and you stay down like that, you.
That's why I first saw. Why I saw him holding that part of the
you holding it like that and you can't get up and move. You down. You know what time it is.
But getting back on the Mavs. The one reason why you're gonna trade him, Tobias, he's on a rookie scale deal for the next 4 years. He's not gonna be making any money.
We back, baby.
So now you can play with a lot of things. Unfortunately, that means guys like P.J. Washington, Najee Marshall, you may be expendable because he's gonna need minutes and he has to be on the floor. I put this on my ex. Hey, that may be me.
BMO says only 30.
The girl from New Jersey?
No.
Oh.
BMO says only 30 years old. I'll go after Giannis. Go after is Giannis. They will have to do away with Gaff and Lively. No.
Oh damn, that is Achilles.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's Achilles, bro. He just blew his Achilles.
Yeah, he blew it. Yeah, he blew
Ooh.
it. He blew it. He blew it.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
he blew it. He blew it. And
he was balling his ass off, dude.
And that's the end of the Celtics run right there.
Where are the wheelchairs?
Just like that.
Put a wheelchair in every tunnel, please. Good gosh.
But
Tatum just blew his Achilles.
Just getting back on that, he doesn't make money. And I would say this. Listen, I'm gonna agree with what my guy KG said. This means that
become a Kevin Gray fan a lot lately. Show
this means Tovash that Anthony Davis, your ass gonna have to play some 5 even if you don't want to play it. You gonna have to play some 5. You gonna have to play some 5 in this system right here. And if you don't, your ass could be expendable and up out of here. This is all about
New York. Get rim up, Knicks.
In my opinion, this is all about Cooper Flag and his window. Nothing else, nothing more.
You know what I think?
Get back, baby. If I was Flag, I would be excited about the talent here if he gets drafted to Dallas, but maybe not the front off that list. The front office did not do anything bad, guys. They got rid of a guy that they didn't believe in. That's all that matters. That's all it is.
Listen, hold on, Walt. Yeah, you're right about that. But and like I say, anybody's tradable. But the fact of the matter is that you trade them for what you traded them for. It's stupid. And ain't nobody and nobody's gonna agree to be the different on that. Everybody say that was a dumb trade for what you got for him. Just 1 first-round pick, please. I cannot believe in the guy in there, but I'm gonna get what I'm supposed to get from him. And that's the bottom line. Let's not sit up and act like the Mavericks they hate his play. Listen, they looked they behind into this. Look, 1.8%. They looked and you know why I know they look. Listen, Jason Welch, the Mavericks new future general manager, he was literally in tears up there in Chicago on an interview, like he couldn't believe that they got a gel out of free card right here. But Tovash, Tovash, he's done. Tovash, when you said about him dropping them in, I'm gonna put it like this. I compare this to a Kawhi Leonard in San Antonio. We had this. Now, I'm not saying the same type of player, but an unbelievable talent just dropped in on a rookie scale, playing with a bunch of vets, trying to win a championship. You know what I mean? And he don't have to. He can just be who he is. You don't have to be the guy. He can just slowly develop, and that's the perfect scenario. Listen, for him and also for the Dallas Mavericks.
Kawhi. Okay, so Kawhi is a little different from Cooper Flag because Kawhi, nobody knew who he was.
I know that. I'm just talking about the situation.
Yeah,
I'm just how he's just unbelievable player. Yeah. We didn't listen. Yeah, we didn't know who he was, but he became an unbelievable player, basically being the 4th best player on the team, and he didn't have to do much, but he helped. I mean, the guy won an MVP, shutting down LeBron James in the finals. I mean, we didn't see it, but I'm just trying to think of how a great player gets dropped off a rookie scale, gets dropped into something like this. But
and then so like him learning from Duncan, Pop, Ginobili, Tony Parker on how to be a pro, and then his role with the Spurs back then, they didn't ask for too much except go out and defend the best player on the other team, and the best player on the other team didn't know how good Kawhi was, and then that's how that's how you win because he was a well-kept secret weapon. I think right. Kawhi was. And so with Cooper Flag, he's going to carry a lot of expectation. We did see how incredible we all reacted earlier when we saw that, the Mavericks got the number 1 pick coming up in this year's draft. And Cooper Flag can. And
on TV?
He said again.
They keep showing Jason Tatum with his ankle. Like, how about we quit showing that on TV?
Oh, I mean, that's not gruesome. That's not a gruesome enough injury to not show.
The guy who had the way he went down here.
You got it's ESPN. You got 35 more times you're gonna see it on ESPN.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see it a lot. But I mean, with Cooper, I think with Flag being here, which I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Mavericks keep the pick. Don't trade that pick.
They're not.
And
Listen, let me tell you something. It won't be a funeral home in Dallas that'll fix Nico if he trade this pick.
damn. Okay.
What?
How do we get there?
What?
It won't be a
Shout
funeral
out to-
home. It won't be a funeral home in Dallas that can fix Nico if he trades.
Well, he gonna be looking that bad? He gonna be looking that
boy.
bad?
Did you hold on? This is how I know that. This is how I know they're not trading the pick away. Did you not see that clip I just showed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing.
Oh, how they reacted in the locker room, in the thing.
Yeah. If you just joined us and you missed it, check this out.
The second pick will be made by the Las Vegas.
That's Nico Harrison right there in the
Dallas Mavericks.
That was the reaction in the room of the Dallas Mavericks front office building when they saw that they had received the number 1 draft pick.
Listen,
Do you trade? Do you? I'm sorry. Do you trade? If Rob Pelinka came to you and said you can have Luka and LeBron, do you make that move?
No, hell no.
Hell no. Listen,
Only person you can talk me into trade. There's only one person you can talk me into trading them for, and that's Anthony Edwards. That's it.
It's two people for me. But listen, the fact that I like Luka, but hell no, he stay his ass over in LA now. But wherever he's gonna stay at. But listen, this is I'm gonna say this again. Like I said with the Dallas Wings and Paige Beckers. This is the easiest decision you will have to make. As far as off season, this is the easiest decision. Go make the decision. Unless
where was?
Go ahead.
No, I thought you were going. Keep going.
The comp I had for Cooper Flag, and I really didn't do it. I put this on my Blue Sky. I ain't put this on my X. I put it on my Blue Sky and my fan base. The comp I had for his offensive game, his offensive game is kind of, and I hate to mention because he just got hurt. It's Jason Tatum like, but his defensive game, his defensive ability is Kawhi Leonard like. I mean, he is a legitimate 6'9.5", 6'10", two-way player. He's big and his body, and he's got a man body, but he's still Tobias seen him up. He's still got room to grow with muscular with his body, but he's got a good frame. So he's not an uber athlete, but he is athletic. And he's got a good 3-point shot. He can go with either hand. His speed is good. He can defend. He can defend guards if you need him. And he's strong enough. He saw it in college. He can defend bigger guys who are bigger than him. So he's got the complete package.
How great is it for the Dallas Mavericks to go from Luka Doncic to Cooper Flag?
Man,
how great of a story is that?
Listen, 6 months.
That's a good 30 for 30.
Yeah. What is it? 5 months or 4 months for a 4-month journey from Luka to Cooper. Like Tobias said, it's a 30 for 30, man. But listen.
Okay. All right, well let's break this thing down here because we got some footage here we need to pull back. So let's start here.
The 14th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, presented by State Farm, will be made by the San Antonio Spurs.
San Antonio receives this pick from Atlanta due to the DeJounte Murray trade in 2022.
Yeah, they had 2 first-round picks.
The 13th pick goes to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah. As expected, Atlanta receives this pick from Sacramento due to the Kevin Huerter trade in 2022.
Picking 12th in the NBA Draft will be the Chicago Bulls.
Whoa, pause it. Can you pause it?
Yeah.
Pause it. I want you guys to remember something right now. Remember, the Chicago Bulls and the Dallas Mavericks had the same identical record. They remember they had a coin flip. Flip for 12th and 11th. If the Mavericks don't win that coin flip, it'd probably be the Chicago Bulls sitting up there right now. That's how close this stuff is right here. Just a coin flip put the Mavericks at the #1 position. Go ahead and go. Well,
The 11th pick belongs to
Get ready to stop it.
the
I am.
Portland Trailblazers.
That means Dallas has moved inside the top 4. The Mavericks have never won the lottery.
All right, right there. This is where my heart started beating. Like crazy,
Yeah,
started beating crazy because I was like, oh, bro, we just went to 4, and I was like, something. I started getting goose. It was like a goosebump alert. Like it was like, well, Dallas just moved up to the 4th spot out of nowhere, and you're like, oh my gosh, like dude, could something be brewing? And then I personally didn't want to check my phone because I felt it vibrating. Because of the group chat, and I saw you and Shams and Kenji going back and forth. They almost went to commercial around that time as well.
I just tweeted, we just moved to the top 4. I mean, I just put that in the group text.
yeah,
And
like I said, Toba said 4. I said that I my boy called me and said, man, we just got to the top like you. I said, nah, bro, the Mavericks just won the lottery. You don't move that many spaces. I mean, that was a 7 or 8 space. Even you going from 10 to from 11 to 4, that's a 7 space jump. You don't move that many spaces unless you done hit it big. Unless they ain't going to 4, they're going to 1. And it proved special. But then after that, it started getting even more crazy. Wow, keep continuing. It got more crazy because
Hey, listen, if you want to get a #1 pick, you got to get in bed with the NBA and make some crazy trades that they want you to do, and then you can be the #1 pick.
Tobias,
Like
the top three teams that was set for the top 3 picks all moved down.
Yep.
All of them moved down.
Yep.
keep going, Walt.
Pick number 10 will be made by the Houston Rockets.
Man, that
Houston
means
receives
Spurs.
this pick from Phoenix due to multiple previous trades.
The 9th pick goes to the Toronto Raptors.
That means the Spurs are in
Spurs,
the top
yeah.
4 with 2 teams jumping into the top 4. That means the Sixers will lose their pick to the Thunder because it's outside the top 6.
All right, well, so okay, when that happened right there, and I was like, the Spurs, oh gosh, I was like, well, first of all, they're gonna still get a damn good pick at number 2, and I mean, they're just growing down there in San Antonio, and I was like, oh, that's another thing that made my heart skip a beat because I was like, listen, dude, the Spurs are already gonna be damn good when Wemby comes back when he gets cleared from that blood clot. And then you look at the youth movement they got going on down there, minus Chris Paul. But like for him and the kid from Sacramento, I'm just like, oh damn. And then now they can continue to build around him. But when I saw the Spurs come up, I was like, dang it. But go ahead.
Yeah, that was the first domino. Spurs moved up to the top 4.
Oh crap.
That means Washington moved out. That
Yeah, I
means
forgot about
Utah
the Wiz.
moved out. That means Utah moved out.
A lot of teams that needed picks didn't get them because of how it all boiled out today.
Picking 6th, the Washington Wizards.
Yeah,
Right there.
Washington. Well, that means Philadelphia's
Correction now.
in.
That means Philadelphia is in the
Philadelphia's
top
in.
4. So they make the jump.
Look
And
at
suddenly,
Jared McCain.
Jared McCain is riding the roller coaster we all are inside this room. The Sixers are in the top 4.
That's 3 teams.
Joining
Jumped
the
up
Philadelphia
from
76ers
next
are
spot.
the Charlotte Hornets, the San Antonio
Charlotte
Spurs,
was the only team to stay in
and
the
the
top
Dallas
4. It was the only team.
Mavericks. And once
And when I
again,
saw
joining us to
Charlotte-
announce the order of the top
When I
4
saw
picks,
Charlotte had the number
NBA
4 pick,
Deputy
I was
Commissioner
definitely
and Chief
convinced, yeah, the Mavericks
Operating
winning
Officer
the lottery.
Mark Tatum.
Okay, keep talking. I got to run downstairs one more time real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, go back to our faces.
Yeah, I am.
When I saw the Charlotte Hornets had the number 4 pick, I knew most definitely Mavericks winning the lottery.
And
the fact of the matter
poor
is,
Charlotte.
Yeah, well, they wasn't gonna get. Listen, they wasn't. If the NBA's rigged, Tobias, they damn sure is, because they wasn't gonna send Cooper Flag. They wasn't gonna do that. They wasn't gonna do, listen, I know Cooper Flag's in North Carolina. They wasn't gonna put him in that situation. He gonna get out of North Carolina. But the fact about it,
it was like it was a 3-team race. Charlotte wasn't even remotely on my mind when I saw those 4 teams. And I was like, man, it's a 3-team race, and I'm afraid of the Eastern Conference if he goes back out east. You know, his family's from the main area, I want to say, so that the whole New England area up there. So I was like, if he goes to Philly, they'll kind of feel close to home. And I was like, well, if he goes to San Antonio, that could be the making of a dynasty. If he came to Dallas, that could be a reprieve or you're welcome type, you're welcome type thing from the league. And,
right.
I mean, when Walt comes back up here, we'll see the rest of how it played out for those who didn't see.
Two things can be right at the same time. Well, now,
right.
Two things can be right at the same time.
Yeah, but I mean, but again, and I won't spoil it until Walt comes back. But again, I mean, you look at how the Mavericks are currently structured. Let's start there. The Mavericks are currently structured and the Rangers just won the game 2-1 tonight. Over the Colorado Rockies. I think that's 3 in a row.
Wasn't they getting no hit at one point in time in that game?
They were getting they're always getting no hit until they get it hit. But no, so the current structure of the roster is all bigs. And you're like, well, damn,
a lot of wings. They got a lot of wings.
And no point guards. No real true point guards outside of Kyrie. I mean, Jade Hardy, I think that he's had his opportunities. He hasn't done well with.
I think it's pretty much guaranteed. You're probably gonna see Jade Hardy in a deal somewhere to get a point guard, some kind of guard to run the show until Kyrie gets back. I think because he's on a good contract. He doesn't make a lot of money. He's a young player. He shows some. He started stepping up late in the season, showing some guys what he can do. So I think he's probably. I think another guy's gonna be a part of something. It's probably PJ, because like I said, him and Cooper basically play the same position. Where the minutes gonna be? Cooper's got to be on the floor, and so PJ's gonna be the mom. He got AD, Najee Harris. I mean, all these wings on his team. So where the minutes gonna be, and also another guy you probably can use in the deal and probably get something, because he's gonna be making a lot of money the next year after, and the going rate for a center is about $20 million. The Mavericks not gonna play that, especially when they got a center still on rookie contract. That's Daniel Gafford. So the thing about him and PJ is Tobias, is both of those have got one more year left on their contracts. And
we can hear reports now that Daniel Gafford wants to be paid like a big time
pay like a starting center. It's about 25 mil, and Mavericks not interested in doing that.
Well, we know he's gone.
So
unless he takes a team friendly, which I doubt, and I don't think he should.
Somebody centers. There's not a lot of good centers in the league, so he's good enough to get that kind of money from somebody. But the fact of the matter, the Mavericks might well trade him and get an asset for him before it comes down to that.
Oh yeah, he'll be gone. All right, let's pick up from where we left off here.
San Antonio
pick will be made in the NBA draft.
And the Dallas Mavericks. And once again, joining us to announce the order of the top 4 picks is NBA Deputy Commissioner and Chief Operating Officer Mark Tatum.
Thanks again, Kevin. The 4th pick in the NBA draft goes to the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
Picking 3rd will be the Philadelphia 76ers.
Screw you, Daryl Morris. All right, pause it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where it got real at.
Walt, what was your temperature right now? Was it down to you and the Spurs? How was you feeling?
I actually was on the phone with Shams, and Shams kept saying the next pick goes to Mav, and she's like, "It's been working, so I'm gonna keep saying it."
Okay, Tobias.
And so she said it, and it was quiet, and she said, "Oh, it's not the Mavs." And then they said again, she said, "Oh, it's not the Mavs." And I said, "We down in the top 2." And I said, I told the people in the barbershop, I said, if we get this number 2 pick, if we get this number 1 pick, I am running out of this barbershop.
All right, Tobias, go and repeat.
I was sitting there, and then when I seen the 76ers get their thing, I came up and I stood up and I was like, hell nah, this ain't really about to happen. And then I'm thinking in my mind at the same time, like, the league is going to find a way to dig us over again, or I'm starting to think, like, who's the number 2 pick in the game? Who's the number 2 pick in the game? Which way do we want to go with that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a damn good guard out there, a real good point guard out there. Mm-hmm. Where do we want to go with this? And then I'll let Walt take it away. But I mean, that's what I'm thinking. That's my thought process. And I dropped the remote and I stood up, and then this was about to happen.
Okay. Before you play it, when it came up right there in the Philadelphia had the I was yelling at the TV, screw you, Daryl Morey. You done blocked up with so many first round picks. You don't deserve that one anyway. You shouldn't even be in the league. But anyway, I was good either way because the Mavericks needed a lead guard to replace the one they shipped out of here. And Dylan Harper is that same. He's a 6'6", 6'7" lead guard. So I was good with it. If the Mavericks were picking 2, they still be coming up with a excellent player. When I think Dylan Harper, I think of Cade Cunningham. Same type of body type, big, strong kid, got long range. So I was good either way. But I already knew the Mavericks gonna get this number 1 pick. So I was already in.
Why you getting called out right now?
You want to buy him, Matt? Hey, hit me up. Hit me up if you want to buy him. It's all about money. So
hold on. It's good.
Yeah,
it's
fake. No. Fake fan alert. Yeah, sure, call me a fake fan if you want to, but it's not about finances. Yeah, I said I was out. A lot of people said they were out. Did I sell my season ticket? No. Why? Because of things like this. Shit that you're about to see just now. Go ahead, Walt.
It's good to see you, Mac Jones. We ain't seen you in
the second pick will be made by the San Antonio Spurs, and that means that the number 1 pick in the 2025 NBA draft goes to the Dallas Mavericks.
Rolando Blackman, all smiles.
Who knew all we needed was Mr. Rowe?
Yeah, Rolando Blackman's crooked fingers finally did something good for the Mavericks for a change.
He's been up there for like the last, 15, 16 years, right?
The Dallas Mavericks had a 1.8% chance to win the number 1 pick overall in next month's draft. They had never won the lottery. Again, they had the chance to get in the top 4 at 8.5%, less than 2%.
Oh, wait.
To win.
Take a look at this graph. Take a look at this graph.
Yeah. Cleveland came, but like Cleveland shit, like, I mean, that one of them was Kyrie and one of them was LeBron, right?
Yeah,
or was one of them the other guy?
The Orlando Magic. That's the one who drafted who was Chris Webber. The Orlando Magic. Was that Chris Webber? Was that Shaq? No, that was Chris Webber. That was Chris Webber.
Chris Webber. He got drafted by Orlando.
Then he got traded.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one of those was Bennett, LeBron, or Kyrie. As I'm looking at it.
Yeah. The Cleveland was Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
I forgot about Wiggins.
Yeah. One of those Cleveland was Andrew Wiggins. The Bulls were Derrick Rose, and I think the other one was Kyrie also.
That's crazy. That's crazy how many times Cleveland has actually won that thing.
From that distance, from that longer distance. But the Mavericks had the 4th longest odds to win the NBA lottery. And damn it, they was able to pull it off.
Back off Rolando. He got us through the 80s and the 90s. In the early 90s.
Who's attacking him?
Oh man, I
Kendrick,
wouldn't.
you talking about his finger?
I just said, listen, man, the man gave up his fingers for. He gave up his fingers for this Dallas Mavericks basketball team, man. I remember I saw it at the game, man. Them fingers was damn. I said damn, man.
But yeah, I mean, but like, I mean, you think about the fandom. That's the guy just brought up, and like, there's a lot of people that that got out of there. But when I say got out of there, I mean they told the Mavericks, "I'm done. Give me my money back." And then of course, I mean, what did that give you? I told Shams on this show. The group message when I said I was out. I'm done. I'm out. I'm mad. I tweeted about it and everything else. I was pissed. And then it was time. Renewal time comes up in March, and so I'm sitting there going, I like coming down here to go watch games. I like coming down here and enjoying to be in my city and support this team. Sure, sitting in my seat is hard, dude. Pissed off. You can't really get excited about a move or a shot, just knowing that Luka is over there and you ain't got nothing going on here. And then when renewal time comes up, you go, well, I mean, are you gonna renew or not? And then I say, well, hell, it could be lucrative. The prices could go down. I could sell. I could do whatever. And then for in the finals last year, when the Mavericks played in the finals, there was game 3 and game 4 here,
yeah,
and I made $4,000 off those tickets almost. And I'm like, well, hold on, let me just chill and be smart about this. There's a wise man, aka a billionaire, aka Jerry Jones, who always says, "Do not let your money get mad." And I've seen Jerry Jones get emotional about a lot of things. And so, yeah, you can call me a fake fan. You can call Jerry Jones a fake GM or a fake owner. The bottom line is he's still there and he's still making money. So, however you want to do that, that's fine with me. But you can still buy my seats if you want. Just let me know what games you want to go see. I got you.
I'm gonna say this. Getting this pick, and I'm gonna alliterate it again. It opens the Mavericks window, and listen, you guys know me. I'm all about maximizing window, as much as you can, as long as you can, because as you're gonna be good, you're gonna be bad also. And I'm just gonna put this out here. I did not believe the combination, even if they were healthy. I do not believe the combination of Kyrie and Anthony Davis was gonna win a championship here. I just didn't. It's not. I don't think Anthony Davis is a great player. I think he's a great player, but I don't think his body's gonna hold out. Remember, he's not gonna be as good as next year as he was this year or the year before. Now you get Tobias, what is he gonna be when he gets drafted? He's gonna be 18 and a half when he gets drafted. So
Flag?
Yeah, he's gonna be 18 in 6 months when he gets drafted.
I thought he's like I think he's 19 already. I don't know if he's 18. I think he's 19 already.
18, okay.
So
wait. You got a guy that now you can reset your franchise. You can build around for the next decade and a half. You're right back and you're right back on the timeline that you had 2 years ago with young players. The fact of the matter is now you can still keep Kyrie, you can still keep AD while building Cooper Flag. And when those guys time is up or they start loose, now you can issue them out and you don't lose any steam. That's what we had before, Tobias, is that when Kyrie and AD are done, the Mavericks would have been done. They would have been done. Now when
not anymore.
Now when they're done, you still got this big time player. When they're going out of their prime, he'll just be entering. Hell, he probably won't still be in his prime. Yeah, he'll be about 22, 23, and he just on the potential of what he can do.
You just hit the reset button when it comes to the next great white hype in Dallas. That's 3 straight. And Not saying that to be facetious or anything, but it's true.
That been some great white hype. That been some great white hypes here. Don't sneak on that. That been some good white hypes here now.
No, I'm taking every single one of them. Yeah, and I mean, even Paige, Luka, Dirk Nowitzki, and now Cooper Flag, and I'm just like, hey, if it works in this city, then let it keep going.
I just hope he's not Christian Laettner.
I hope Christian Laettner did have a good career though. Christian Laettner did have a solid NBA career.
Not the one that he thought he gonna have.
Not the one he had in college. What better than what he had in college?
Of course, I mean, but I'm gonna be a Duke apologist right now, and I mean, Cooper Flag has already showed us, and he's shown the NBA already how good he is, because of what he did in the summertime.
Oh yeah, I remember the Olympic Team USA.
Yeah, he can carry his own. He can carry his own. I think he's way more athletic than what Laettner was back in the '90s, and so yeah, I mean, he's gonna fit in just fine and just perfectly with these studs on these other teams. And so, hey, NBA, get ready because he's gonna hit the ground running, and I just love that he has a lot of veterans around him, as we alluded to earlier.
What do you envision his numbers being this upcoming next season?
I like that question because me and Brian Damaris talked about this in January at the Duke SMU game.
He's still trying to run down James Harden like he did that one time.
And Brian Damaris
basically Christian Laettner was buns in the league.
Go look up his stats and get back to
what was he with the Timberwolves? What with the Timberwolves?
He played 10 years. He played 10 years in the league. I mean, give me that. I think he bounced around.
I think Timberwolves is who drafted him, right?
Oh no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I was 12 years old. I'm not sure. But like you wait. What was I? What was I saying? I lost track.
Don't worry, it happens to me all the time. I lost track of what you saying too. My bad, man.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like, Cooper Flag's game, SMU. So, like, me and Brian are talking, and in that particular game, I wasn't really sold on, like, Cooper, like, leading the team. I always said this whole season that Con Knippel was our best player on the Duke team. Right. And he made, shot after big shot after big shot. And Cooper was just, the in-between guy who would get you 21, 8, 6, things like that. Then to answer your question, I see 18 points and whatever else. I don't see what Luka did for coming from Cooper Flag. He's not going to give you 60 on a given night. He's not going to give you 73, but he'll be a solid NBA player. First 4 years, 20-point average is damn good. And hopefully he can just do just that, but also fit in a system. So if the Mavericks and Jason Kidd can do it, can keep him in a system, I'll be just fine with Cooper Flag being
I'd rather have
8 rebound scorer. Say it again. You're muted.
I'll take 20 points at a dub.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna say this. I think when I'm envisioning for him for his first rookie year, 18, maybe 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2.5 assists. But I'm really excited about the other end because, like I said, I watched him in the tournament. I watched him late in the season when Duke was playing. Guys, you're gonna be. This dude is he is a very, very good defensive player. I mean, he's a. I was like, damn, this dude can guard. And switching is not. He can guard point guards, 2s, 3s, 4s, sometimes small ball 5s, depending on the size of the 5. But he's deceptively strong. He's got a good frame on. He's not gonna get like pushed around in there. And I'm just looking forward to it. Like I said before, he's got the ability, Tovaj, to have a defensive mindset, kind of like a Kawhi Leonard. I think he's got that ability in him because of the length, the length of his arm, the range of how strong his hands are and stuff like that. And he's got an offensive game that could be Jason Tatum like. Not saying he's gonna start putting up 27 now, just building up to when he gets in his prime. You can see that type of a player. He's legitimately a two-way player.
Okay. I don't disagree with anything you're saying, but when I watched him, the one thing that I did see that scared me about him was when it came to final seconds of the game. He can develop and learn it. He's not a guy that you get the ball to and say, go give me a point. But he can learn that.
Yeah, he can learn that. I mean,
he can learn that.
Yeah, I'm not asking him to come in. You still got AD. When Kyrie you still got those type of players on there.
And he can learn that from Kyrie. You're absolutely correct.
You're not asking him to come in his first couple years and say, "Oh, go win me game." Now, if he develops that right out, he gets that mindset up the bonus. That's just bonus. But you just want him now with the team in just fitting in. You can put him at the pace. Coach Kidd can put him at the pace he wants him to put in, and just develop him slowly.
And that's another component too. He's got a good coach that he's coming in with. He got a good offensive coach that he's coming in hands with. Really good.
Like I said, he's going to be dropped into a good situation, a team that's on a win now team, but also, like I said before, Walton Tovar, when Kyrie and AD, when they start descending, is when he starts increasing, and then you got a should be a seamless handing of the guard to the next guy, and that's why I'm looking forward. He doesn't have to come in and be the guy. You know what I'm saying? I got to go. He's putting up 25 points, but his team's got 50 losses that year. That's going to be different because he's going to be a team going to be trying to compete for a playoff spot. And when Kyrie gets back, try to do something even more special, and you got this ace in the hole. That's why I kind of compared it to a Spurs with Kawhi Leonard, where you got this young, really good player with all these vets that know how to win, and you drop them in. That's why I kind of compared it to. It could be the best of both worlds.
No, let's not. Hey, Walt. So during the season, the Dookies basically started pretty much obliterating teams. There was not a need for Cooper Rush. Dang it, for Cooper Flag to win you a game. Now he did have a game earlier in the season. At the Maui Invitational against KU.
I know what game you're talking about where he gave it and he fell. He slipped and fell.
He fell, stumbled around, and then of course Duke lost that game. And so like that was in November. So now he's about to have a whole 4 year of playing good basketball and basically being on a good basketball team. Now there'll be a lot of chances where he could be the guy to take a couple of game winning shots. Kyrie's not going to be here for a while. And Kidd may not draw it up for Anthony Davis. It depends on how confident this man comes into the league. He's still a kid, right? Not even 20 years old yet. So we don't even know what kind of roster the Mavericks will have while Kyrie is out. So Cooper Flag still may have to be that guy to say, give me a bucket under 5 seconds or give me a bucket under a minute. And so, yeah, man, clutch bucket. I think that he may hit 1 or 2 of them to give himself confidence in the league. And so, yeah, he has the potential of, being a guy of that caliber. But yeah, we'll sit back and let him wait. Just make sure you draft his ass.
I'm gonna say this, but we still got to figure out. Like we said, we got to figure out. The Mavericks got some decisions to make on this roster. Because, like I said, you got a lot of guys playing his position, where it's the 3 and the 4. You got a lot of big wings and big wings. So we got to see what they do. They're going to Cooper Flag
Sorry, Clay, you might be gone.
Yeah, whether he's here or not, you still are going to have to find you some kind of a lead guard or point guard, because you got to understand. I think. Who's He's gonna be a free agent this year, this offseason. He's gonna command money. So the Mavericks gonna have to make a decision. They're gonna have to find a guard, and I don't know how that comes, but they're gonna have to do something at that point guard position. Until Kyrie holds the fort. Right now they have none. They literally have none. They have nobody who can basically run the show. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they tinker with the lineup, with the team. I tell you what though, I'm excited to see it because before I thought it was doom and gloom, but with this shot in the arm, you rather have this shot in the arm and have to figure out on the way than not having it and still having to figure out what you're gonna do with the guard position. But looking forward to it, to seeing what they do with that. So I'm not all the way in the camp that he's almost gonna have the ball in his hands most of the time. I still think the Mavericks are gonna do something with that. Do something in the offseason to rectify that situation until Kyrie gets back.
No, he's gonna be off the ball a lot. He's definitely somebody you want off the ball.
No, yeah, he's gonna be off the ball. He's a wing. He's not a guard. He's not a point guard. He's a wing.
Right.
He can create for himself, but he's not a run the show something like that. He's not that type of player. This is a legitimate.
He's somebody you want off the ball because he's a good cutter to the basket.
Yeah, this is a legitimate two-way wing right here.
He's a really good cutter to the basket.
My bad. Hey, Walt. So just going back to what your brother was just saying on the comments right there. So he played 13 years. He averaged in his first 3 or 4 years, he averaged 18 points a game, and then the rest 12 and 13, which is average, right?
Yeah, in 1990, that's kind of good.
And see, this is why we do this for a living, because I just sit here on the show and basically said he had a serviceable NBA career, not a Duke NBA career. He had a serviceable NBA career where he averaged 10 plus points per game for 13 years. You go and tell me, Glenn, you go and tell me, would you take his career or what you're doing now? Back to you.
Oh, shots fired at my brother's computer career.
Well,
No, that's not it. That's not it. But 10 to 13 years in the NBA, I'd rather have it over anything else, bro. I don't give a damn what it is.
Come on, Glenn. Christian Laettner won an Olympic gold medal with the Dream Team.
You said
he had a great career.
I said he had a good career. I mean, a great career. A great career, 10 plus years in the league, bro. So, I mean, would you rather have that, or would you rather do computer stuff? I mean, you tell me. Just some real talking right now.
I mean, the success rate of fixing a computer over taking a jump shot might be a little bit higher.
Well, that's fine too. But you show me the mean averages when it comes to finances and that salary. I'll wait. Also, did he win a championship in the league?
No,
I don't know. I know he won.
No, he did not. He did not.
He went with that Miami team when they won.
No.
When they stole away from the Mavericks.
No.
Okay.
He wasn't on that team.
Okay.
He was gone from the league at that point.
He wasn't on that team.
His last season was like 04.
Yeah, man.
05.
Just make sure he don't turn into no Cherokee Parks. It's all good. It's all good.
No, he
don't
was
forget
on,
both of them.
He was on the
Heat.
Heat.
Both of them were down.
He was in the Heat on 04-05.
So he had just missed a year. So Pat Riley screwed him out of a championship. Ain't that a big?
Oh wow. He was an all-star in 1990. He was an all-star in 1997.
He's an all-star in 97.
Yeah.
What's his career earnings?
Well, you don't want to go. You don't want to do that.
They weren't making
no money. They weren't making the money they make it back in the day.
But what is it? Like 90-something thousand? 90-something million?
He was making millions, but he wasn't like he was now. Christian Laettner is okay. He's okay. He ain't struggling for nothing. He's okay.
Yeah, like people see a Duke player and they go, man, as much hype as Duke was giving them, I'm surprised that they're falling out in the league.
He's definitely a fan of Duke. As you see, he has a jersey on. He's definitely a fan of Duke. Big time.
But he knew that anyway because I was a Duke fan back in high school too. This is not nothing new, bro. This is not nothing new. I've been watching Duke since '88, dude. But no, like like having a career compared to let's see, okay, like Sam Battier, right? Sam Battier won championship at Duke, and when he got drafted, it was like
championships in the NBA.
Yeah, but when he got to the league, people will say, "Well, he sucks." And it's like, what are you comparing him to?
How
like,
much
really?
Did Christian Laettner make in the NBA?
Oh, this guy, this guy.
I want to know. I want to know too.
Okay, Tovash, I got you. He made over $61 million during his 13-year NBA career.
Would anybody take that on the show? And then that's just basketball. That's just basketball. Don't forget endorsement.
The thing is that he could be broke. He could be broke now.
Hey, while he went to Duke, he's not broke.
I'm just saying he could be broke now.
I guarantee you, he probably now is worth $300 million.
He might have if he ain't ran through it, he damn near close to running through it at this point in life. That was how many years ago?
How much did Cherokee Parks make in his NBA career?
Now, why are you talking about some Cherokee Park? Man, nobody asked you about that.
Wow. Wow. He made $21 million.
Are you over here Cherokee Park, man? Nobody care about no Cherokee Park.
Hey, he was a Maverick.
He's a Maverick. Hold on, I gotta do this one more. One more. Just because. How much did Rolando Blackman make in his NBA career? Oh, he made a little bit over $8 million.
Why don't you ask how much money Glenn Robinson turned down?
Hold on. Well, let's just find out. How much money did Glenn Robinson turn down in his NBA career? Damn, he did. He did rumor that $100 million contract he turned down. Yeah,
and that was coming. out. That was coming out. They gave him. They tried to give him $100 million. He turned it down. He said, "No, I'm good."
And the reason why we're looking up numbers like this.
He said I'm gonna bet on myself to make more, and that joker didn't pan out.
And again, the reason why we're doing that is because, like, I mean, people differentiate good players versus what they were in college, and guys like that.
A lot of people coming for your neck tonight, man. They feel like you. I guess they feel like you. Well, what did one of them call you, a fake fan? What was that?
Yeah, because I know what money is.
Yeah,
because I know how to separate anger from making money. Yeah, that's. I mean,
Mac Jones
come from my nigga if that's the case.
You were a fake fan alert, I mean, man.
Yeah, but I'm always in the building representing the Mavs. So
what's up?
Whoa! Now I gotta call you in on that one, because I remember a certain game you weren't representing the Mavs on. You had on a certain team jersey that one time, which was unforgivable. I can't believe you stepped foot in the arena and did that.
You wasn't the only one in there.
Everybody who did that should be ashamed of themselves at night wearing a Luka Doncic Lakers jersey.
You want me to go change it to it right now?
Please don't. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hold on.
I got it in the back.
95% of that building was off. What you talking about?
I was disgusted at everybody that was in that arena that night. How could you do such a thing? How could you do such a thing?
Greg said Nico was hiding more and more in that tunnel. Every time he saw more and more fans, he kept going back and back in that tunnel.
They say every shot Luka hit, he just stepped back. He just took one step back. One step back every shot.
He was stepping back like Luka was stepping back that night.
God, dog.
So, quick question.
Yo, shoot.
Since we projecting here, and it's fun to project. Now that the Mavericks, hopefully they do the right thing and draft this kid. Like you said, just draft his ass. The Mavericks, where do you see the Mavericks next season?
Let's not get over.
I don't see it.
And let's put in that Kyrie's gonna be missing. It's gonna be missing until January. So we gotta put that in also.
Bless you.
I'll give us a play in again.
I don't. But the reason why I don't see him as a playing game, I think that it's bigger, because we said it about AD, we said it about PJ, and all these other guys who were, oh, we're getting this person back after 40 games. We're getting this person back after 20 games. Oh, he's finally coming back after 6 weeks, a month. And we had to deal with that all season. And I think other teams do, but we have a team full of guys that have a track record of such, right? From AD to Kyrie from missing games. And AD, it's all on you, bro. Like, AD just became more valuable to me for the Mavericks now that we got Cooper Flag or can't get Cooper Flag. Because now he would have to carry the load, score 40 points and then hobble off. That's not an option this year. Because now you're going to have to put the ball in Cooper Flag's hands, and Jason Kidd is going to have to, pretty much go at seeing how you can free these guys for open shots and things like that. Remember, Caitlin Clark came to the league. Wow, you were like, get this coach out of here because she's not drawing up plays for Caitlin Clark. And
I changed my tune on her too because I love Chrissy Size. I hate she got fired.
Yeah, that chick right there. I remember you saying for that chick.
But I remember you were like, hey man, she's not really getting Caitlin Clark open. She's not creating shots for her. Blah 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 blah. And it's a maturation.
Call that grown 40-something-year-old woman that chick.
I did.
Yeah, it's a maturation thing, bro. And hopefully, just 1 year can the Mavericks stay healthy. And I'm talking about from top to bottom. Luka was part of that too. Luka wasn't a healthy player either. So from top to bottom, I understand 1 year. So let's say next year the Mavericks are semi-healthy. Then give me a 60. Maturation, growth, stuff like that. Give me a 60 from Cooper Flag all the way up, all the way down to now. My goodness, my names today. Najee Marshall. So from Cooper all the way down to Najee Marshall. That's another big piece because now I think that Clay is on his last legs or whatever, and then they can't score. Najee Marshall and Anthony Davis had to carry them in the playoffs, and we still ended up getting the number 1 pick. So those two guys right there, while we wait on Clay, and while we're waiting on Clay, while we're waiting on Kyrie,
he cut his hair.
The importance level is off the chain, bro. So yeah, I don't want to put so much on Cooper Flag this very coming out the gate like Luka did.
Right. Oh, I forgot about him.
Because Dirk,
probably gone too. Yeah, he's probably
because Dirk, dude, when Dirk was going out, Luka was coming in, and Luka, what was the Luka that we saw in the last 3 years type things like.
Right.
Dirk was still getting the shots or whatever, and Dennis Smith. Wasn't Dennis Smith Jr. on the same team? And he was like fucking the Mavericks up?
He was, but they traded Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah, that's how they got Porzingis. Half a season.
And then the Porzingis thing didn't work either, so Luka had to carry him some more. And then give me Jalen Brunson's growth, and instill that in Cooper.
Yeah.
Right. Because like look at Jalen Brunson right now, balling out, and we saw it. I saw it from the draft. Yeah, so like give him like those minutes, ease him into the game, let him still score a little 20 or whatever. We see signs of greatness, and then when the playoffs come and let's say somebody gets hurt, throw him out there, put him on the main stage, and watch him drop 40, and then he's gonna drop 40 every night. Your job as the GM is to keep him on your team. The Mavericks failed you on that one. So now we get a do-over again. So, yes, the Mavericks have the sky's the limit right now for the team for having the number 1 pick.
Okay, I'm going to put it this way. Like I said before, depending on the Mavericks point guard position. Remember, the Mavericks, Spencer Dinwiddie, future Benjing Dragon. Remember, the guy wasn't getting no minutes when he was in the play-ins. That lets you know his future on the team. Spencer Dinwiddie's probably gone. Now, Dante X is gonna get paid. He's gone. He's gonna get paid by somebody. Somebody's gonna pay him some money. And the same thing with Brandon Williams. Somebody's gonna pay these dudes some money. They're gonna get some hefty contracts this season. So your point guard position, if if it's solidified to the point that you can survive with Kyrie coming back in January, I think the Mavericks can get a 6th seed, 6th or 5th or 6th seed. That's my top for them. If they can, and if they get somebody like elite, somebody I say, damn, the Mavericks got him at a guard position. Maybe you can get a 4 or 3 seed. Because
hey, Kendrick, they say we got Page, we got Cooper Flag. Only thing left now to get is Arch Manning to the Cowboys.
You know my love for Arch Manning. You know my love for Arch.
They say that's what's next. Arch Manning to the Cowboys.
Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. Listen, number 4. Number 4 now. If you don't get it done this year, you may, because Jerry was all the moves Jerry is have made and still continue to make. He's letting you know that we all in, and going out in no playoffs, going out in the first round or getting injured again, that's not acceptable anymore. But I think the Mavs high watermark. I think the Mavs can win 50, 51 games. Low mark, if they get injuries, they could be fighting for a playing spot. That's how I think of it. But it depends on Tobias what they do with their guards. I just told you all they point guards or lead guards are free agents. And like I said, Dante Exum gonna get paid by somebody. Brandon Williams certainly gonna get paid by somebody. You just can't pay him because you got so much money in other places. So they're gonna have to make trades to both sides. I know somebody's days are numbered. That's one Olivia's Maxim Prosper. I think his days are numbered. Here. So they were numbered. Listen, Omax days were numbered. Even if they wouldn't have got Cooper Flag, they were numbered. So like I said, I think the team's gonna look totally different from where it ended in Memphis, and you gotta wait and see. But like I said before, like piggyback on Toba, I said the easiest thing in the world should be for the Mavericks: draft Cooper Flag's ass. Draft his ass and figure the rest of it out after. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to draft. I'm looking forward to summer league. Look forward to all that, man. Because before then, I wasn't looking forward to none of that. Listen, Walt, we're gonna be playing on Christmas Day again, baby. We back on Christmas, Walt. We back on Christmas.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Mavericks. It's gonna be Luka versus Cooper Flag on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
wait, did they already? I thought they already said that already.
No.
They haven't yet?
No, season ain't in it yet. Yeah, we just saying. Listen, I already told y'all that the Cowboys gonna play the Eagles on the first game of the season. I said that 3 weeks ago. I also said that the Cowboys, but spoiler alert right now. The Cowboys.
Oh God, here not again. You've been too accurate with these.
Yeah, I have been accurate with these. Here's another spoiler alert. I'm gonna put it again. The Cowboys will be playing the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving.
God, please don't.
Go ahead and pencil in.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Go ahead and pencil in.
Well, they are playing the Eagles. They are playing the Eagles on opening day.
Listen, Patrick Mahomes has not played a Thanksgiving Day game. Might well get it out against the most popular team in the NFL, Cowboys. Chiefs, Cowboys, Thanksgiving. Get ready.
Anybody want to buy my ticket? Y'all let me know.
Kevin Durant just tweeted out. Kevin Durant just tweeted out. Tanking must be really stressful for organizations. Guess he would know.
He would know. He would know.
Hey. What was I gonna say, bro? I'm losing my train of thought because we're bouncing all over the place. What was it? Anyway, go ahead. I'll find it. I'll interrupt and I'll find it.
Well, I was getting ready to tell you guys that this won't be the last time you see us this week because we'll be back Wednesday night to unveil the Dallas Cowboys schedule where we'll find out if Kendrick is right. Yeah. If the Dallas Cowboys are going to be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving. He already predicted that we were going to play the Eagles on opening night. Well, now let's see if he's right about that. So
let's go ahead and put it out. The Cowboys
make it a Sunday night game.
The Cowboys will be playing the Detroit Lions on an early season Monday Night Football game.
No,
Book that
he's
too.
not. If you get these right, I'm gonna believe you got an inside source over the NFL. Like
you got an inside source.
Like you got over there with the Mavericks. Like you got over the Mavericks when you found out all that stuff about Kyrie that nobody else knew about.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
But that hasn't come out to the light yet, though.
What?
So Kendrick could have just been making that up the whole time.
What?
About Kyrie not being happy.
No. He went and dug deep in some stuff and found some stuff on Kyrie. I mean, he dug deep in something. Brad Townsend didn't have it. Mark Stein didn't have it. None of them had it, but Kendrick had it.
Well, hey, just wait, man. Just wait.
Yeah, that's the night you doing that snitching on the show.
Wow,
I had to watch
snitching!
that
Really?
bed.
I'm really snitching. Now,
Yes.
any other? Now, Sham Sharania, he does it. And he's an inside reporter. I do it, and it's snitching.
Well, that wasn't you wasn't doing wasn't report. That wasn't you journalism. What you was doing? You was running Kyrie down. I mean, my God.
Come on, I like Kyrie, man. I like.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Well, not on that night. You didn't. Yeah, not on that night you didn't.
Now it's 1.2. It's 1.2 Jewish people that don't like Kyrie.
Yeah. Wasn't it after the Sacramento Kings game? I thought that happened. Something happened. Something. Yeah, that's what it was. And then don't miss Friday night. We're gonna be back because we got the Dallas Wings season over. So you're gonna see us a lot this week.
Yeah, man. Dallas, like Walt said, Dallas became lit.
We litty.
Hey, real quick. So the Brandon Williams thing. How sure are we that we're gonna lose Brandon Williams?
I think he's gonna get paid. He's not
proven though.
Listen. You know. Listen. People are trying to pay young players for anything, especially if they can get them cheap off the market. I'm not saying he's gonna be making 20-something million a year, but I mean, hey, if somebody's out there gonna be wanting to guard for maybe like $10 to $13 million. I believe he can make that kind of money.
That's why I was also excited that the Mavericks were in the top 2 because I was like, well, if we don't land the 1, then we got a guard already, right?
I've been happy with Dylan Harper. I was saying, we hit top 2. I was cool with either way. If we get 2, I'll take Dylan Harper. I'm cool with it.
I mean, it's still. I mean, he may have an even better career-wise than Cooper Flag. If when it's all said and done, but like just.
Yeah, these are you never know about. I mean, everybody would love to think every number 1 pick was the best pick, but it wasn't. Some drafts it's a second round. Jokic came out in the second round. You know what I'm saying? So
Kawhi.
Draymond
Green. So you never
Steph
know.
Steph wasn't even a number 1 pick.
Yeah, you never know how these things pan out, but you much rather be in the situation where you got the first pick at every option than somebody's picking ahead of you. You got the second option. The Mavericks in the perfect situation. It's just what they want to do with it. But I'd be damned if you trading that damn pick for some 35-year-old going out of his prime player. Hell
Only
no.
person you can talk me into trading that pick for is Anthony Davis. I'm sorry, Anthony Edwards. That's it. And
Wemby.
Nah, I don't want Wemby.
Yeah, I'll take Wemby. If the Spurs were to say right now, I listen. Okay. Because that's a freaking alien. That's a freaking alien right there.
Yeah, well, the Spurs can keep him.
He's getting talking about. Did you see that picture when they showed a picture of the dude that won the Rookie of the Year for the Spurs?
That won the what?
Who's the San Antonio Spurs just won the Rookie of the Year?
Oh, Stephen Castle.
Yeah, they showed that picture. That Wemby's getting taller, bro.
Hey, he's just 19, 20 years old.
19, 20, he's still gonna get taller.
I said, hell, like he's 7'6", because Tim Duncan looked like he came to his show, and Tim Duncan is legitimate 7 foot and a half. He lived to his shoulders. I'm like, damn.
Well, the reason why I don't want Wemby is because it's gonna be hard to build around him at this juncture. If you get Wemby,
why?
He's on a rookie.
If the Mavericks get
Wemby, it's gonna be too hard to build around him.
Why? Again, why?
What do you mean?
You're gonna lose a lot. You're gonna lose a lot.
First off, you're gonna lose a lot. Number one. Then you got all these old players that you're gonna have to try to flip for young players, which ain't gonna work. Ain't nobody gonna take these old players.
Nobody want AD.
Yeah, but you
nobody want no AD. We the only one wanted AD.
No, Nico the only one wanted AD.
Right.
Don't nobody want Kyrie. Don't nobody want Clay. Don't nobody want none of them dudes.
Can I ask y'all a hypothetical question?
Okay.
So, what would you take right now? The Mavericks last year's team. Okay, so think about this real quick.
Or after the Luka trade.
You had Luka.
You talking about the finals team, right?
The finals team. So Luka, Kyrie, Gafford, Lively, PJ, and then name some guy off the bench. Give me one. Give me somebody.
Wasn't it Derrick Jones Jr.?
Derrick Jones Jr. Perfect.
Derrick Jones Jr.
And then he's like a quad-side starter. So your additions in the offseason, right? So you lost him. You went and got Marshall. Then you went and got Luka. Then you went and got Luka a shooter. And then you went and got Luka another point guard scorer. So the Marshall addition, the Kyrie and the Klay Thompson addition, and the Quentin Grimes addition, or post Luka, and then you just landed the number 1 pick. So then you would have pretty much a big team: Flag, Davis, Washington, Gafford, Lively, Marshall.
I can help you. I can already stop you there. I would take this roster because I kept telling y'all the Mavericks weren't going to go back to the finals this year. They probably weren't going to even make it to the Western Conference Finals this year with the team.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Draymond, they're gonna Draymond with that bullshit.
Versus a Celtics team who just lost Tatum for a year, maybe even longer.
Look, I've always said this. I'll put it this way, Tobias. The finals team, that was a good damn team. I'm not going to discredit that team. That team went to the finals being the underdog in 3 straight rounds. They were a dog against Clippers, won it, 1-6.
Kyrie won that series.
A dog against OKC.
Role players won that series.
No, Luka won that series.
Yeah, there's more role players, but okay.
Stop it. Stop being a Luka hater, being a dumbass.
Luka won the Timberwolves series.
Dumbass, man.
Luka won the Timberwolves series.
Okay. All right. Anyway, they were a dog against the Timberwolves series. Won that.
Luka won that one.
Yeah, he did. He won the Timberwolves.
I can't knock them sitting up here and losing to a Boston Celtics team. They only lost 3 playoff games that year. That was the optimal team right there. They played their best right there.
Hold on. Can we put a little context on that? That Boston Celtics played teams that didn't have any of their star players in their playoff run. Not a one.
And they won games.
That's what I'm saying. But they didn't play. They didn't have to play the highest competition like the Mavericks had to play.
Whose fault is that? I mean, you only play what's in front of you.
I'm just saying though, they didn't have any real competition to play. They didn't have to play against Jimmy Butler. They didn't have to play against Giannis.
Whose fault is that?
Nobody gave them a run. Nobody gave them a run. They swept. Swept everybody.
It's not my fault that Milwaukee Bucks couldn't beat the Indiana Pacers that year. That was the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying like they were fresh as hell coming into that finals because they didn't have no competition. They didn't have to worry about playing against nobody. The Mavericks had to play against the Clippers with all their players. The Timberwolves with all their players, and the Oklahoma City Thunder with all their players. That's why they had struggling this year in the playoffs because they got their star players they playing against this year.
Agreed, but I'm gonna say it again. That's not their fault. You play who's in front of you. They play Tobias, am I right? You play who's in front of you.
So then what was Luka's excuse for his performance in the finals then?
What was Kyrie's excuse?
What was Luka's excuse?
No, Luka averaged 29, 9, and 97.
In what? In what?
In the finals.
Kyrie averaged underneath his average. 18 points in the finals. But you ain't got nothing to say, right? Okay. Anyway.
And then that's what trips me out, y'all, because like, I mean, Walt just said, look at the context, right? So I look at what Nico had built initially, and then I look at what Nico had built at the beginning of this year. This team, before the Luka trade, this team before the Quentin Grimes trade, like traded away from the Mavericks. So this team could have beaten the Celtics. I'm telling you right now. I said it at the beginning of the season.
In this playoff?
Yeah.
In this playoff. Because there's no, what this is proving, there's no dominant team in this playoff. We're seeing OKC struggle. We're seeing Denver. We're seeing Minnesota, 6 seed. We're seeing the Ghost State was a 7 seed.
I told you OKC and Cleveland was frauds from the get-go. I told you they ain't making it to the finals.
Okay, that's all OKC. It's 2-2.
I'll
give you on Cleveland because Donovan Mitchell up there acting like he's
OKC gonna get put out in that. OKC gonna get put out in the next round if they make it to the West Conference. Listen, let me tell you something. What the NBA can't afford. The NBA cannot afford to have an NBA Finals with the Oklahoma City Thunder versus whoever coming out of the East. Ain't nobody watching no Oklahoma City Thunder NBA Finals. I'm sorry.
But let's go back to a series last year in the finals, which people said people really didn't even watch anyway. And Luka Doncic was on the main stage. So was Jason Tatum. So yeah, that has nothing to do with nothing. Yeah, Denver is on the left coast. Like that has nothing to do with nothing, bro. When you talk because Luke and them were not supposed to be there. Then they went and got better in the offseason.
No,
and you gonna tell me?
No, people checked out on the finals because the way the Mavericks was losing the games. After game one, they got smashed. Game one, everybody was like, "Oh, we check it out. We don't want to watch it."
The ratings are the ratings.
The finals before then with Miami and Denver.
Right. You know what? And another thing the NBA can't have, they cannot have any more Game 5 fucking finals. Stop having five games. You need 6 or 7 games.
Okay, but again. That wasn't Luka's problem. That wasn't Nico's problem when he built the team for Luka. The team he built for Luka, would basically run through the West right here. I strongly agree with that.
They wouldn't have made.
Say it again.
You muted.
I had made that known at the beginning of the year. I was like, maybe next.
He did make that known.
I always said this next year if they kept the team together would have did it, but this year they weren't going to repeat. They weren't going back.
If they would have kept the team together,
right? This team here wasn't going to make it to the finals.
Which team are you talking about?
The team
I said before the Luka.
But with Luka on the team, they weren't going to make the NBA Finals.
So with Luka, Grimes, Clay, and Marshall addition, they wouldn't have made it to the finals.
Luka had already missed half the season before he got traded.
No, he only missed 4 weeks with a calf.
No, he didn't. He missed before that. He had a wrist injury, then he had a calf. He fainted. Sorry, he didn't have a wrist injury. He was taking off TV to lose weight, and he came back fatter than he was, and then he came back and hurt his calf. What was that, Christmas?
That was Christmas
Day.
He was gone from Christmas up until the time he got traded.
Which on Christmas Day they worked themselves up to a 2 seed. You telling me they couldn't have won the Western Conference Finals? They would have been favored in every single matchup.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you, Walt. So that team right there, if the Mavericks before the trade, if they fully healthy, if that team will fully healthy, that team don't beat OKC in a 7-game series.
We could beat OKC, but OKC wasn't the issue though.
I can do is so name me the teams they losing to.
If they had to go to Minnesota again, they would lose to Minnesota. Minnesota whooped our ass the whole year. Hell, they whooped our ass on Christmas Day with Luka on the floor.
Luka left the game in a close game in the first half.
In the game before that, they whooped the Mavericks ass with Luka on the floor.
The regular season ain't gonna tell you how the playoffs gonna go though.
It does, but I'm just saying they weren't gonna beat the Timberwolves this year.
Okay. Clippers.
I strongly disagree, boy.
Because
Luka would have cooked the hell out of Mike Conley just like he did last year, bro. Quentin Grimes would have did the exact same thing. Minnesota does not have an answer for offensive teams, dude. They don't.
No, they weren't beating the Timberwolves this year. The Clippers. Well, we're giving away James Harden. James Harden plays basketball.
He just love Anthony Edwards. That's all that is.
Here's the thing with the Clippers. Giving away James Harden play. If it went to a game 7, well, we know the Mavericks would win that because we know James Harden would have showed up. He only would have showed up with 7 points, so we would have won that one. I'll give you that one.
Who would have helped Anthony Edwards in the playoffs to beat the Mavericks? The Luka-led Mavericks before January 1st or before February 1st. Who on that team right now that you're looking at right this very second can match up well against the Mavericks? Mike Conley?
It's not about matchup. They just weren't gonna beat them this year. The Timberwolves are just a good team this year.
You do understand?
They were 6 seed.
Wow, you do understand?
They fell to a 6 seed. You have to understand. Don't stop acting like at the beginning of this year the Timberwolves and the what's the name weren't the top teams in the Western Conference year.
No, everybody.
Timberwolves and the Memphis Grizzlies were like the top 2 teams in the what's name.
Everybody felt they took a step back when they traded Cat. Everybody felt like they took a step back trading Cat.
They were the Memphis Grizzlies and the Timberwolves were like the number 1 and 2 team, and Oklahoma City were like top 3 teams half the season.
I'm the one that had the Memphis Grizzlies as a sleeper team, so you have to tell me about the Grizzlies.
That's another one that could have. That's another team that could have really put the Mavericks out.
Well, they already did because they put the Mavericks ass out in the play-in game. So they have you may be proven right there. But
all right, but check this out though. He said half the season. He said half the season, right? But the Mavericks did get to a 2 seed. I'm trying to understand this.
Right, yeah.
Like they actually went on a run and played that.
At that point in time, yeah. Boys injured, they was at the 2 seed. Yeah,
that's
they were a number 2 seed.
They were not going to get to the NBA. They were not getting to the NBA Finals this year. It wasn't happening.
But see, and that's what I'm saying, because you keep going back to the T-Wolves as the team that would have put them out, and I'm trying to find logic on this.
The West got better. They sure
how did the West get better?
They sure as hell wasn't beating Denver in those 7-game series.
Now hold on. I may give you Denver. I'm not sitting up there saying that this team couldn't beat anybody else. I may give you Denver.
I mean, anybody to me, anybody outside the Timberwolves and the Nuggets, they were losing to.
Why does the Timberwolves keep coming up in your head?
Because you like Anthony Edwards.
It's not about Anthony Edwards. They're just a better team.
They're not a better team.
They whooped the Mavericks ass all year. They were a better team this year.
I mean, when that man passed gas, you think it's potpourri, Walt. But anyway, Tomas, if you want to say anything about the Timberwolves benefiting, they benefiting off the bracket they was in. Small team with the Lakers, another small team with the Golden State Warriors.
Stop it! They had Luka Doncic though. The Lakers had Luka Doncic
and no centers.
They had Luka Doncic. They had
hold on. Golden State, no centers. No center. So they have
no bigs.
No bigs. So, but whoever they play on the other side, they win this series, like they're going to, they're going to have bigs. You're muted again. They're going to have bigs. So
they told me Rudy Gobert feared Luka. They said whenever Luka walk on the court, he starts shivering and run away.
Yeah, he do for him.
Well, what happened in that series? What happened in the series against Lakers? He didn't run.
Oh no! Yeah, listen.
No team.
Put him on the Mavericks.
No big.
Put him on the Mavericks. We see that fear again.
Yeah,
that's what I see. That's what I'm talking about. So we always talk about Luka getting hunted. On defense. When T-Wolves got
all about the hatred of Luka anyway for some reason. I mean,
the T-Wolves.
We still hate him for that Phoenix series that he didn't lose. And I'm still trying. He didn't lose the series.
And shout out to Jalen Brunson over there doing your thing in New York. We miss you, baby.
Yeah. That's another one. That's another one of the Mavericks. The Mavericks on smart choices. Let's let Jalen Brunson.
He's the guy who won that Phoenix series.
Let's just let him. Luka didn't have a damn thing to do with it. Yeah, we know.
He did. He helped.
Yeah. You full of shit. But anyway, but anyway,
Kendrick, do you see behind Walt right there? You see the Wings, Renegades, Rangers, Cowboys, Mavericks, Stars, and FC Dallas. You might as well go and put that damn Timberwolves thing on the back of that thing.
Don't put Andy Edwards' face up there.
You ought to be ashamed of the broadcasting you're doing right now, pal.
This coming from the guy who wore a Lakers Luka Doncic jersey. You got some nerve calling me detesting my home.
I don't understand what the hate talk about.
I don't know why you hate Luka either.
Look, the man just gave you the 2 Western Conference Finals and NBA Finals before you 25 years old. It's like God.
You guys. I swear, you guys act like this guy was Nino Brown handing out turkeys on Thanksgiving. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Hold on. Let me tell you something, man.
You don't have an MVP. You didn't get an MVP. You didn't get an MVP from this guy. You didn't get any championship rings. I mean, what?
First off, he should have won MVP last year. He literally should have won the MVP last. He was top 3 in every category for that. He should have won it last year. They gave it a Joker. They gave it a Joker again. They gave it a Joker.
Gave it to Joker. They gave it to Joker. Joker didn't earn it.
Yeah, they gave it to Joker. They gave it to him. They literally gave him that. And they probably want to give him another one this season. So, anyway.
They giving it. He won't win it. What's this? Is this his 3rd time?
This will be number 3.
This will be his 4th time.
Oh no.
This in a row. I'm talking about in a row.
No. He losing that to Shea. The NBA ain't letting you do that one.
The NBA has let 3 or 4 other people do it before. It's happened again.
Not back to back.
Now,
what you mean?
Now,
it's happened. It's happened 3 at a time.
They won't let you win it 3 times in a row.
It's happened more than once. It's happened more than once.
Larry Bird is the only player to win it 3 times in a row.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Who else won it 3 times in a row?
I had a tweet about this.
It was Bird. I think it
was Larry Bird's the only person winning 3 times in a row. That's it.
Just Larry Bird won 3 times.
It was only Larry Bird.
Hold on, I gotta go look at that one. But go ahead, carry on.
LeBron, he was supposed to win it 3 times in a row, and they gave it to Derrick Rose, and he came back and won it. Steph was supposed to win it 3 times in a row, and they, I think they gave it to, who they give it to? It was either James Harden or Westbrook.
Who are the players that won league MVP for the NBA 3 times in a row?
Larry Bird's the only one.
No, it's 2. It's 3.
Who?
Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and Larry Bird.
Stop it, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's 3. I put a tweet about this, but apparently people don't.
I'm sorry. I should say in the modern NBA area.
Well,
in the modern NBA era.
You said NBA. What? I mean,
yeah.
How you going to equate Larry Bird to modern NBA?
I'm talking about from the time that we all grew up watching basketball. Let me correct myself. Only guy to win it is Larry Bird. You know, Wilt Chamberlain playing against the white.
Come on, man. How you shitting on Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain right now?
Well, I mean, they were playing against. They playing against. Hey, what they call them? Well, Kieran, they were playing against those plumbers. Those plumbers and those
Come on, man.
janitors and plumbers.
The janitors and plumbers back in the day. And all those people of European descent when they was winning those awards back in the day. So I don't know if you want to.
Okay, Tobias, piggybacking on what you said. What do you rather have? I'm gonna tell you something. Now, after this draft, I may take this team because I always value the younger player. If anybody knows me, I'm always a value of the window being wide of the younger star than the older star. Now I'm not saying Luka's he's just turned 26, but you're getting a guy who's 19, whose the future is in his hands if he takes advantage of. Now we don't know how these things pan out, but I like where the Mavericks are set up if they be smart, like you said, and draft his ass. Anything else, and you do something stupid, and then you might as well take this team on to Vegas or Hawaii or Seattle or wherever you want to take it to, because I think
they just made their money back. They good now.
The Honolulu Mavericks.
Yeah, that people
Honolulu
they ain't saying bad.
hula hoops.
That might not sound bad. Team Hawaii. But
well, the thing is I tell you one thing it's gonna be so good to have a player and not have to worry about him coming to camp all out of shape.
He's
you mean Grant Williams? You talking about Grant Williams? You talking about Grant Williams?
Smoking hookah.
You talking about Grant Williams?
We don't have to worry about his weight.
You talking about Grant Williams?
If he's trying or not. We don't have to worry about him. We definitely don't have to worry about him playing defense. Since Nico say defense wins championships, we definitely don't have to worry. Because Kendrick, you said yourself. I mean, this guy's a defensive wizard.
He's a legitimate two-way player. He's a
legitimate two-way player. So we don't have to worry about that. So, I mean, this is going to be.
hold on, whoa! You talking out your ass right now? The Mavericks with Luka Doncic to the finals. They were eighth in defense.
Oh,
they were eighth in defense, and they were fourth in offense. So let's stop that now. Let's stop that. Here you go. I have to. Are you saying that to say that Luka was the leader of the defensive halls? All I'm saying he was a part of the eighth best defense in the NBA.
Well, on that eighth ranked defense, where did he measure up and stack up within that team?
You know what? Once you go mute yourself because when you know you're wrong. But anyway,
you had Derrick Jones Jr. playing defense. You had PJ Washington playing defense.
Wow. Anyway, Tobias, don't in the modern NBA, don't you have to have a top 10 defense and a top 10 offense, right? Ain't that how it goes? Yeah, the Mavericks were top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. Oh, with Luka Doncic on the floor. Wow, think of that.
Where was that top? Where was that top end defense when Jaylen Brown was strapping him up on national television? He strapped him up. Just told him come take for the ride.
Best team in basketball last season.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, when you look at them when they play against the Mavericks, it sure as hell was when Luka.
Wow.
Man got on national television. Man got on national television. Said if Luka.
My goodness! Wow. When they playing against the Mavericks, wow.
Yeah. Well, the man got on TV. Man got on national television. Said if Luka give up the ball,
a guy that's our fearless leader on a podcast. Saying some ridiculous ish like that right there.
I'm just saying.
Irresponsible allegations.
Was it irresponsible when Jaylen Brown got on TV and said if Luka give up the ball, he ain't getting it back?
I mean, Luka,
was that irresponsible?
Luka must have took a Latina you was looking at back a couple.
I don't know. He speaks Spanish too. He probably got somebody. He
could never.
Looking at somebody, say thank you.
With the way he looked, he could never. So I'm not worried about that. But can you help me out, Kendrick? What happened when Jaylen Brown was on national television and said if he give up the ball, he ain't getting it back? What happened on national television when Jaylen Brown say, I don't want to come out the game unless Luka come out the game?
Well, we know he ain't coming out. Hold on. You are right. He did say it. But somebody, something.
Strapped him on national.
Somebody he didn't say that about because he wasn't thinking about him. Kyrie Irving. He said that old dude ain't got nothing anyway, so I don't have to worry about him. He gonna do the
he didn't have to worry about. He didn't have to worry because he was already. He didn't have to go get nothing else. He was already getting barbecue chicken on Luka.
All Kyrie was ever worried about was yelling back and forth at fans and stuff. That's all he was studying about.
Well, he didn't have to because he was already getting barbecue chicken with Luka. He said, I'm already full off this barbecue chicken over here.
Listen, he's then pass the ball to Kyrie. He should get 30, right?
Wow.
He's sitting on 18 points a game.
What did Luka average in the finals?
He wasn't getting it back.
I mean, my guy when PJ Washington is almost about to outscore you in the finals. Something's up.
Yeah, somebody do me a favor. Go look up what Luka did in the finals. His average in the finals.
Yeah. What happened in game 3 when he was down there throwing temper tantrums and pounding and stuff like that, telling just fouling people for no reason.
He said,
fouling people for no reason.
Irving? He said, "Where the hell is Kyrie Irving?"
Yeah, fouling people for no reason.
I said, "Where is he?" Good grief, where's Kyrie Irving? I mean, it felt like the OKC Steelers. I couldn't find him there either.
Ooh, Anthony Davis crossing people up on 2 people hitting at the from the logo 3 and told him, "Get your bitch ass out of here. Get off me."
Yeah, boys. It's fun.
What did he do last year?
It's great we ain't playing no centers.
What did he do last year with that?
What did he do last year? Oh, he got tired. He said, "Man, I'm tired. I say I'm sure that.
I know somebody else who got tired too. They say he was hurting and out of shape in the finals, but
he also got to the finals.
Okay.
He didn't wait to the Western Conference finals to get tired.
And you know, Kendrick, to go with that argument, dude, like, about that, the Walt keeps saying, you know, that the Team Willis can beat the Nico built Mavericks before he got rid of Luka, bro. And I just look at this. The part production coming from Anthony. The part production coming from Anthony. Oh, go ahead.
Why you why you looking like that for? Why you irritated for?
This is the most
irritated. Why are you irritated for?
This is the most pathetic broadcasting I've heard in my life. I mean, my God.
I don't know you for about 6, 7 years. What are you irritated for?
Ridiculous. I mean, this is disgusting. I mean, I've never seen this before in my life. You guys hoist this guy up like it's you don't have any MVPs.
Get off the chair. Go ahead, get off the chair. Go ahead, get off the chair. Get off the chair. You talking so loud, you muted yourself again. Go ahead, get off.
All you got is 60-point games and triple doubles, and you guys act like this was the greatest thing to ever come through Dallas. I mean, good Lord, Dirk Nowitzki is rolling over in his grave with all the stuff he done.
No, he was actually rolling over his grave when you traded Luka up out there. He said, "Damn, hey, let me sign this contract with Amazon right quick because I ain't got nothing over here no more."
Good God, man.
Hey, Walt, Walt, didn't Luka being here allow you to get the license to get a media pass anyway? You
had a media pass
Mavericks because of Luka, right?
I had a media pass before Luka. I got a media pass off Dennis Smith Jr.
Well, where he at? Oh, he in China right now. He in China right now. That's what he's at. That's what he's at. Listen. The fact of the matter is, I'm not, unlike Walt, I'm not going to sit up there and hate on the dude that basically took my franchise out of mediocrity that was sitting up but listen, all you Luka haters, you just go back and remember 2017 and 2018 when you had JJ Barea Day. Oh, and that was followed up by Tony Romo Day. I mean, boy, we was really selling tickets then. I mean, good Lord. Then we come back 2018, rookie of the year. Then COVID happens. We overcame COVID. We make the playoffs. Then we turn around. We on Christmas Day every single year.
I was not happy about that.
Because we on Christmas. Listen. Hold on, Tobias. Last season, do you know who had the most jersey sales last season?
Oh my God!
It wasn't Jason Tatum. Hold on. It wasn't Wemby. It wasn't LeBron. No, it wasn't Devin Booker. It wasn't the Ant-Man. It wasn't Shea. It was Luka Doncic.
And all that to say what you don't have. He got all them jersey sales, and they got no MVPs and no finals. No finals MVP, no NBA final, no rings. I don't understand this, man. This is
the first Maverick to ever lead the league in jersey sales.
Oh my
wow! Wow! I mean, this is a
disgrace. This is really a disgrace what you're doing right now.
You told us how much money did the Mavericks was the Mavericks on the potential of losing after they made that dumb trade? No wonder Patrick Dumont said, "Hey, Nico, you need a nanny. You need a nanny. We gotta get a nanny for Nico."
I mean, this is disgusting. You sucking so low that you had to go to jersey sales. This is how far you go. You had to.
I'm telling you.
What's that phrase y'all say? This is what it's come to. This is what it's come to for you. You had to bring up jersey sales.
He led the league in jersey sales last year.
Oh my God.
He was number one. It wasn't Kyrie.
All those jersey sales, and he still got a high deal in the finals.
Listen, he got just as many. He just got just as many rings as the Ant-Man.
He got all those jerseys. He got all those jersey sales just for Tobias to go put on the Lakers. Luka jersey. So
I like that, man. I like that, man. That jersey was fly, man. That was fly.
Hey, and I want the purple one. I want the third one too.
Oh, don't worry. Listen, don't worry. He gonna lead the league in jersey sales next season too when you're a Laker.
Well, now,
Or if he goes to Orlando.
Now Cooper Flag can do that one.
No. Come on, calm down now.
Nah,
Cooper
he
Flag
not.
would have the most jersey sales.
Nah, he won't.
No, he won't.
He won't. He won't.
You let him come out here and start balling. You let him come out here and start balling. He will.
He ain't gonna be balling. He gonna be.
Yeah.
He's gonna fit in. He gonna get in what he fit in.
Oh my God. I'm. You know what? I am glad that this is over with. I'm glad I don't have to hear about this anymore. You know, this Luka Doncic love. I'm so glad it's over with. I'm so glad the season's over with because I don't ever have to hear. I don't even have after tonight.
We shunned you for the interview, man. You took no strays. We shunned
it has nothing to do with it. It has to do with his performance in the NBA Finals. He didn't show up when he was supposed to. He didn't put the team on his back like him.
What did Kyrie do? Did he show up when he was supposed to?
Listen. Who did the Mavericks draft? They drafted.
Why are you looking like that? Why are you looking like that right now?
I'm just disgusted with the broadcast you're doing right now. I mean, this is
why are you looking like that right now?
I mean,
you got your shoulders shut like this. I mean,
this is a disgrace.
You doing something weird with your face. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
This is a disgrace, man. This is
out or something.
Wow.
You want me to call the ambulance over there for you?
Yeah, man. You gotta do something to say. I need somebody to save me. Where's the Batman? Where's the Batman we need? I need him to come save me because this is ridiculous. I mean, this is gross.
He playing it in San Francisco, the Ant-Man. The Ant-Man. Oh, you trailing too. My bad.
Yeah, just like Luka was in the finals last year. Last year. Just trailing.
That was in the finals. That man's trailing in the second round. Threw himself a championship parade after the first round. Good Lord.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Where's Luka at again now? Oh, he's in Slovenia.
I'm pretty sure he's in Slovenia right now.
Well, we know he probably somewhere eating some dumplings or something, or smoking something, or drinking something.
Wow, man!
Yeah.
You sitting up
there, man. You heard what JJ Redick said. We got some people. We need people in championship shape around here. I mean, damn. He go to another team. He ain't been with the team a whole 6 months yet, and the coach already talking about he had to stay.
Listen. Somebody tell JJ Redick that if he wants to keep that job, he better keep his mouth shut. Keep that job, he will keep his mouth shut.
Whoops, too late.
He'll be out of there before he will.
I'm just saying, I mean, he ain't even been there. Has Luke even been there? He ain't even been there long enough to get insurance yet, and the coach already talking about we got that. Hold on, he gonna throw a subliminal shot too. Like we not supposed to figure out who he talking about. We got guys on the team that's not in championship shape.
I think he's trying to cover up for that bad coaching he was doing in that first round.
At the beginning of the season, yeah, I almost got fired at the All-Star break.
What you talking about? They had him for Coach of the Year candidate.
No, he was doing
Coach of the Year candidate.
He was doing some bad coaching in that first round.
Even Charles Barkley mentioned it. Even Charles Barkley said it, bro.
But they had him as Coach of the Year candidate.
Yeah, after the trade. You saw what happened after the trade and right before the trade. Like right before the trade and after the trade.
Before that, because he had him as the number 2 seed. The Lakers defense was so much better under JJ Redick. They were so much better.
Glenn said JJ Redick is about as credible as Christian Laettner.
On that note, that is exactly how you end the show. I would like to apologize to all the people out there who tuned in the show and you had to hear this glazing of Luka Doncic from Kendrick and Tobias. I mean, you don't have to worry about it. You won't hear that from me. You won't hear that from me.
We know we won't hear it from you.
Yeah, well,
we know that.
Well, as long as they know, I want to put it out there. You won't hear no glazing from me. This guy.
Mad because he glazed you over the interview. I mean, good Lord, man.
Oh, this Dallas can reach Giannis now. We're not trading. We're not trading 19-year-old Cooper Kupp for Giannis.
31-year-old on. I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
No Cooper. Yeah, no Cooper Kupp. No Cooper Rush.
The only person I may let you talk me into John Moran, but that shouldn't cost another first round pick. I think we should be able to get that. We should be able to get that without giving out the first round pick.
John Moran.
Yeah,
John Moran.
That's the only person you can talk me into.
Hey, you definitely want him because get him down to South Dallas.
hey, Hey, this is a right to carry state. He won't have no problems here in Dallas. Yeah, he won't have no problems like that here in Dallas. Hey, Kendrick. Greg Abbott to stand up for him with them guns here in Texas. He come Texas with them guns.
He tried it right there. He be missing more than the seats.
No. he come down here talking about guns. He come out here talking about guns. I want Greg Abbott will stand up at it. Will stand up for him. Literally.
You don't understand when somebody laying down. He get pulled on real quick down there. Keep him where he is. Keep him where he is.
Yeah, Greg Abbott won't have any issues in Greg Abbott state with open carry, none. Do you think the advantage to use Cooper to get Giannis, or is it better to retain? We are retaining Cooper Flag.
Listen, we're not interested. Not interested in
Anthony Edwards, the only person that I would be interested in talking to. Kendrick says Wemby, but I say Anthony Edwards.
We know.
Yeah, that's it.
We know how much you love the Ant-Man.
Yeah, the Ant-Man is the only person I'd be interested in. I don't want Wemby. He already too tall and got issues.
Oh, listen,
that blood clot issue scares me. I don't want to deal with that again.
Listen, man, that's fixable. He good. He's good. And
I don't want 30-year-old Giannis.
No, I'm not. I don't want anything. Don't bring up Kevin Durant. Nobody want his 50-year-old behind. No.
Well, the Rockets want him.
They can have him. They ain't going nowhere with him or without him.
Could Nico say his name if he traded for Giannis without using the number 1 pick?
Yeah, if he'd have to give up Anthony Davis.
I'm all down with that. No, I'm down
Could
with that.
Nico's?
I'm down with that. Everything.
Well, he didn't have to give up Anthony Davis and probably Clay and maybe Gafford.
But he won't, because his love affair with Anthony Davis, thinking he's a top 3 player and he's not. But,
yeah, and we don't have any more draft picks after this, so
that's why this was so important right here. You basically bailed yourself because this is the last big thing you won't be able to get in a while.
Well, 4 years.
Because you got to remember something, Tobias. They have picks, but they pick swap, which the other teams gets the best pick between the two. I think it's the Celtics and the Spurs.
Yeah, but I mean, what about the little 2029 first round pick that they got for the Luka trade? I think that's 2031. They do have a 2029.
That's around the time we're gonna be moving into the new arena.
So, but like I said, their assets, Tobias, was thin. That's why this is so big, because you get a player like this basically on your last big swing.
I would just like to say before we get out of here that I think Adam Silver. I love Adam Silver. I think he's a good commissioner. I think he's doing good things for the NBA. He's made the NBA a lot of money.
Last night.
I think he's doing a good job running the NBA. I would just like to throw that out there to the commissioner, Adam Silver. I would like to put
presents for the stuff he's been doing for the last 2 years.
I would like to take back the recent comments that I made about Adam Silver in regards to his job as being a commissioner. I would like to regress from all of those, and I would like to make it known that Adam Silver is doing a good job over running the front office and running the NBA.
Boy, just what a difference an hour makes. A couple of hours making. You wasn't saying that same thing at 6:05. You wasn't saying that at 6 o'clock.
Well, things change, sir. Adam Silver's accolades is exactly why he's got me here today. His accolades are why I'm here today. Exactly.
Okay.
Like I said, you can see us Wednesday night when we will be unveiling the Dallas Cowboys schedule. We'll break that down. Where Kendrick might be right, we could be playing the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. We hope not. We are hoping that we can play the Chiefs
for it, man. What
on a Thursday night. On a Sunday night football game, like week 5 or something like that. If we could do that.
No, come on, I ain't gonna do no Thursday night Cowboys Chiefs on Thursday night game. No,
No, Sunday night football.
Oh, they ain't giving that game to Amazon.
No. We'll get like the different Broncos on Amazon or something this year.
No, we get Thanksgiving. It's all good.
And then Friday, you can tune into us live as we will be covering the season opener for the Dallas Wings, where
You
the
getting
Wings
that work fee? You the first one
Minnesota
up.
Lynx.
You getting that work fee?
And after talking to the team today, there's a possibility we could have Captain Kurt on with us Friday in the pregame show.
Don't worry, Captain. You still the best general manager in Dallas.
That's debatable after about an hour ago.
No, he fell into that. Nico fell into that. He didn't.
And Kurt Miller didn't fall into the number one pick this year.
No, he actually strategized and lost. Listen, Tomas.
Let you tell it. You got the number one pick.
Yeah, I actually did.
Even though today I sat down with the real person who got us number one pick in Matty.
Who?
Matt, you know who?
Who?
Seegers. I'm just mad you forgetting who. I'm just mad y'all don't know who Jim Neal is. Just saying.
Who?
That's the best. That's the best GM in the Metroplex.
Star. He doing his
best GM in the damn Metroplex.
He doing his thing. He doing his thing too.
When you go get a guy, when you go get a player like when you go get a player like Miko Rantanen, who's running through the playoffs like this, give you back-to-back hat tricks and goals and
right now Miko
games
he's the man right now.
Dude, you mean Miko Rantanen?
Miko Rantanen, he's the man right now.
Yeah, Miko Rantanen, bro. In basketball terms, it's Kobe slashing through people after Colorado and everybody writing him off. Remember after that, Colorado he started losing all of his endorsements and everything. That's when the Black Mamba was born, and then that's when Kobe started murdering people. That's what Miko Rantanen is doing right now in the playoffs.
He was sitting that in that courtroom nervous, just like Snoop Dogg was when he said.
But yeah, that's a real GM right there. But go ahead.
All right,
Friday, Walt.
Friday we'll be live from the CPC where we get to see Paige Beckers takes on the Minnesota Lynx on opening night at 6:00.
Then that Monday, Seattle Storm. Seattle Storm.
Oh God. I need to make sure whatever I do, I need to make sure I do not get told. Please tell me that game is on the road. Please tell me
that's at home. That's at home. Tomas got to be in the building.
Oh God.
Hey, Walt. I'm not even going to the Wings room. Look. I won't even be sitting. Listen. I will not be even sitting in the Wings room. Put me in the Seattle Storm room. I want to be in that press conference. I got so many questions.
I can't do it. And on that note, let's take us home.
Hey, you talking about the rise and fall of a media person's career the moment I put him in that room with Skylar Diggins.
On that note, let's take us home.
The quickest rise and fall.
Credential gone. They'd be like, who's that back there sitting? Who back there sitting like who's that back in the room sitting like Dr. Claw asking all these questions?
Who's that back there? Because she's real snappy.
I want to see him go back and forth. I want to see him go back and forth.
She's gonna go back and forth.
She's
snappy. She gonna have something to say.
I want to see the snapping back and forth. I want to see that.
Or if he asks questions, she'll do something snappy like, next question, please. Next question.
Did not ask a follow up.
Yeah. Next question. Next question, please. That's the type of shit she'll do.
Told about to go get personal and say how you feel when your husband left you.
How does it feel being newly divorced on a new team?
This is all hell.
I'd be like, Skylar, you got two divorces.
Yeah, I said all hell.
How about you get up there and ask a question and be like, so Jewel Lloyd first, your husband second, so who's next to leave you at this point? Who else you gonna run off? Who else you gonna run off at this point?
I'd be like, Skylar, 2 divorces in 1 calendar year. How does it feel to be?
Boy,
how does it feel?
Your
divorce average seems to be higher.
Wow, we're throwing strays. I think we're throwing strays right now. All right. still muted.
But
We can't
until
hear you.
keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business. If we don't see you around, we'll see you around live this Wednesday.
Stars.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the roof.